February 9, 2004, a 21-year-old nursing student named Maura Murray packed her car, left her college in Massachusetts, and vanished on a rural New Hampshire road. No one knows why she left, where she was going, or what really happened to her. To this day, her disappearance remains one of America's most haunting modern mysteries, a case that has baffled investigators, inspired documentaries, and spawned endless theories online. Maura was a bright student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. She was intelligent, athletic, and came from a close family in Massachusetts. But beneath that picture-perfect surface, something was wrong. In the days before she disappeared, her friends noticed changes. She seemed distracted, emotional, and withdrawn. On February 5th, she broke down crying at her job in the campus security office. Her supervisor later said Maura was so upset she could barely speak. What caused the breakdown? No one knows. She never told anyone. On February 7th, Maura searched online for directions to Vermont and rental condos in New Hampshire. The next day, she emailed her professors saying she'd be gone for a week due to a family emergency. There was no family emergency. At 4 p.m. on February 9th, Maura left campus, withdrew $280 in cash, and bought some alcohol, wine and a box of Baileys and Kahlua. Then she started driving north toward the White Mountains of New Hampshire. No one knows why. As night fell, around 7:30 p.m., residents on a quiet road in Haverhill, New Hampshire, reported a car accident. A black Saturn had crashed into a snowbank. The driver, a young woman, was standing outside, apparently uninjured. A local school bus driver named Butch Atwood stopped to help. He offered to call for assistance, but Maura declined, saying she had already called AAA, which was impossible because there was no cell signal in that area. Butch left to call police anyway. When officers arrived about 10 minutes later, Maura was gone. Her car was still there. The doors were locked. The airbags had deployed. Her wine bottle was broken inside the car, and a small amount of red liquid was on the ceiling, possibly from the crash. Police searched the woods, the roads, and nearby houses, but there was no sign of Maura. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. The initial investigation was small, but within days, Maura's family and hundreds of volunteers arrived to search the area. Helicopters, dogs, and thermal cameras were used. The dogs tracked her scent about 100 feet east from the crash site. Then it just stopped. That detail puzzled everyone. Did she get into another car? Was she picked up by someone she knew? As the days turned into weeks, investigators learned more about her life before the disappearance. Maura had crashed her father's car just 2 days earlier near campus. She had been drinking that night, but was not charged. She also had a recent breakup with her boyfriend, and police later found she'd been searching online about how to rent condos and map directions to remote towns. Was she planning to start over somewhere? Or did she plan to end her life? No note was ever found. Months passed, and the media attention exploded. The story of the missing college girl became national news. Internet forums lit up with theories. Some said she ran away to Canada. Others believed she was abducted by a stranger. Some even suspected foul play by locals. Yet every lead went cold. In the years that followed, dozens of sightings were reported, from New Hampshire to Quebec, but none were confirmed. The FBI and New Hampshire State Police reopened the case several times, digging into possible burial sites and checking nearby lakes, but nothing concrete ever surfaced. In 2019, cadaver dogs alerted to a scent in the basement of a nearby house. Ground-penetrating radar showed a disturbed area. But when the floor was excavated, there was nothing there. Every clue seemed to end in disappointment. Nearly 2 decades later, Maura's disappearance remains a chilling mystery. Her family still searches for answers, refusing to give up. Her father once said in an interview, "I'll never stop looking. Not until I know what happened to my daughter." Online communities continue to debate what really happened on that cold February night. Some believe Maura was running from personal problems, a secret life no one truly understood. Others are convinced she met someone dangerous on that remote road. But the truth? It's still buried under layers of speculation, rumors, and unanswered questions. What makes this case so haunting isn't just that a young woman vanished. It's how suddenly it all happened. One moment she's standing beside her car, the next, she's gone. No signs of a struggle, no confirmed sightings, no trace for over 20 years. The Maura Murray case reminds us that sometimes is it possible